In the coming video, we're going to have a look at some of the do's and don'ts around the house. We'll look at some key features such as lighting, heating, utility readings. If you want to jump ahead to any section, there's timestamps below. The heating in this unit is a heat pump. This here is the external unit. Nothing goes on top of the unit, behind the unit, or within 1.5 meters of the front. If you have small children or pets and you feel that there's a need for a cage in front, this may be installed, but it will be at a cost to the tenant. To the right-hand side of the unit, we have an isolation switch. This is for use only for Kildare County Council's technicians. Having looked at our external unit for the heat pump, we now look at the internal unit here. You will have access to hot water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no need for turning on or off switches. All the switches that are currently turned on within this plant room must stay on at all times. The LED screen here with the buttons is for the use of Kildare County Council technicians only. Any controls that you need to use will be on the thermostats, which we'll look at now. Here is an example of your ground floor thermostat. The temperature downstairs is normally kept at around 21 degrees and upstairs is normally around 18 degrees. How we achieve this is with just 3 buttons, the up button, down button, and the correct symbol. For settings, we press the up button and we see that it's 18 degrees. We bring that up to 21 degrees, just like so. When we're at the temperature we require, we just press the tick button. If you need any other information, please refer to the tenant's handbook. With an air to water heating system, the temperature is very low throughout the day, more so than bursts of heat intermittently. For your heating system to work effectively, it must remain bare at all times. They may have installed a TRV or thermostatic radiator valve. At no time has this ever to be interfered with, as it has been balanced by professionals. As with all new builds, the window is fitted with a restrictor for safety. As you will see from opening it, the window will only open 50 to 60 mil for ventilation. In the event of an emergency, if you wish to open the window out fully, you simply apply pressure to the mechanism, push out towards the window, and it will open completely. Then, to re-engage the restrictor, we'll simply pull back in towards the building and it will reconnect. Now you see the restrictor is back functioning as it should. In all council properties, front or rear doors will be fitted with a thumb turn lock. You access the door by just turning the thumb turn lock, and this opens and lets you out. In order to lock the door, you will close it, pull up the handle and turn the thumb turn. Your door is now locked. As part of the fire detection system, we have 2 types of alarms, a heat alarm and a smoke alarm. The heat alarm is located in the kitchen ceiling and it detects heat if there was a fire as opposed to smoke. You can test this by pressing the button for 2 or 3 seconds. As you can hear, the system is interconnected, which means one alarm is connected to the other. This is for your safety. Depending on what type of unit you have been allocated, we have 2 types of kitchen extractor system. One type is charcoal, where the filters have to be changed out every 6 to 12 months. The second type is your standard mechanical ventilated system, which extracts externally. When it comes to replacing the filters of either carbon or ventilated example, please refer to the manufacturer's guidelines. Depending on the type of unit you receive from Kildare County Council, you may notice in the ceiling a DCV or demand control ventilation unit. All this unit does is replaces the fresh air within the unit throughout the day. Depending on the type of unit you receive, the shower controls are more or less the same. There will be temperature and pressure controls. These will be very clearly indicated on the unit. You can install a shed, however it must be within the perimeters of your own boundary, 300 millimetres away from the fence on all sides, so that the water stays within the curtilage of your property. The cost of the shed, the onus is on the tenant themselves. Depending on the type of unit you receive, you may find installed a folding attic access ladder. This access is for Kildare County Council technicians only. In different rooms of the property, some are floored and some have not. In the kitchen, for example, we have supplied a slip-resistant tiled floor. This will also be evident in the bathroom and ensuite as well, or any other areas that there is potential for slip. If you ever wish to remove this floor and to replace it with other, you can do so at your own expense, but you must comply with the current slip-resistant regulations. Contact Kildare County Council Housing Maintenance Department that can send you out all due information. In order to isolate the water from the mains, we just turn the isolating tap clockwise, like so. This will isolate the water coming from the mains to the unit. If it is not safe to isolate the water at this point, we will go outside to the water meter and turn it off at that point. You can also isolate your water at your mains point. To do this, we remove the protective cover with a flathead screwdriver. We then remove the polystyrene ring. At that point, we will find our water meter. There is a blue handle that, when on, is in line with the pipe. In order to isolate the water, we will just turn that. Outside the building here, we have your services. Below here, we have your internet and TV. Above these, we have the ESB consumer board. On the morning of your tenancy handover, the clerical works or technician will open this unit and take a utility reading here from the ESB meter. Currently, Kildare County Council have a rollout policy with a prepay supplier. While you are obligated to take this out of Kildare County Council's name and put it into your own, you are not obligated to stay with this supplier indefinitely. Inside the house, always located above the internal fuse board, is the top-up electricity unit. You will be provided on the day of handover with 2 top-up cards. Along with the 2 cards provided, you will also find an information pack. Within this pack, you will have a number that you must contact in order to take control of the account. This number will also give you an update on how much credit is on the meter.